Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. On the return, it's Jalen Marshall. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Winston. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They're indeed going. It's Winston. The catch made by Miller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Goodwin able to haul it in. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Moore now on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. On first down, it's Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. And the tackle there by Chris Long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll run it here. And some room to work. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And that'll be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Winston from the gun on third down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. On first and 10, Stafford. His throw incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Second and 10, Stafford again. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Now a first down throw. Stafford. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's all.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw on second down is Stafford. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Terrell Pryor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
First down, Winston. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll go on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Mark Ingram really coming into form in the NFL. First 5 years in the league, didn't have a 1,000-yard season, but he's done it the past 2 years.
Yeah, and I think a couple of reasons for that. Number one, offensive line has been rebuilt, and they put a lot of resources into that, and they've gotten better. Number two, he's got great running mates back there. Tim Hightower 2 seasons ago. Then last year, of course, the sensational Alvin Kamara. And last but not least, the defense is playing so much better in New Orleans, they don't have to throw the ball as much on offense. He can run the ball even more.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Now a play fake here on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A first down throw for Winston. And his throw is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool him a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Winston. And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From his own goal line, Stafford. He hits Beasley right side. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Give him 30 yards there.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, Winston. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On 1st and 10, Winston throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run it.
And he lost the football, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jameis again. And this is going to be incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Stafford getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.